this thing, man. It's like 2 a.m. right now. Shout out to my night owls. I told you guys I was probably gonna come back out. So here we are, man. Cheers. I hope everybody's having a good night. And all that good shit. I was in the house slumped out, man. I fucking fell asleep. I told you guys, man, this Romulan shit, that's what it does, man. It'll put you on your back, fam bam. What's up, Catherine? Peace and love. Out here smoking some more Romulan. Fucking just chilling, man. And I just woke up too, like I just snapped out of it, you know what I mean? I was in the house, falling asleep and shit. Woke up like, oh, it's not that late. Let me come out here and just smoke up, you know? So this is definitely like a wake and bake vibe right now. I appreciate you guys for like, fucking with these videos, man. I know I pop in hella late sometimes. So that means it's like super early for you guys. My bad. But the ones that catch me, man, it's always lit. It's always a good time. But what's up, man? What are you guys on right now? Shit, I was in the house watching Pacific Rim real quick on HBO Max. It was just something that I just put on real quick, you know. I fuck with that movie though. It's pretty good. It's 4:05 over there. Damn, man. You're not that far ahead though. It's like 2 a.m. right now. So, shout out, man. Appreciate you guys. Are we smoking weed? What's going on? Are we just like up? You know what I mean? Or are we getting ready for work or some shit? What's going on? Yeah. Something about like, when you fresh wake up and then you smoke something, it's like your body just is like super sensitive to the weed. You know what I mean? Like more than usual. But it's like the best high, fam. So I'm looking to get super blasted right now. And I hope you guys are smoking along with me. And shit, if you guys want to drop any questions or you know what I'm saying, feel free. It's fucking dead silent out here. Like there's not a car driving by. There's not a cricket chirping or nothing. It's just me and the weed, and it's so quiet that I can fucking hear the weed burning as I smoke it. It's that quiet. But there's a nice, breeze and shit. It's just, nighttime is where it's at, man. You know, the daytime shit is like cool, but it's like busy and congested. Everybody's out and shit. It's just like, ugh, But when it's super late and it's just dead quiet, there's nobody out. You know what I'm saying? It's just peace, man. It's a different kind of energy in the late nights. I hope somebody's tried this Romulan since I've been smoking it, telling you guys how fire it is. I hope somebody has taken it upon themselves to look for it, to get it, and smoke that shit, man. Because I'm telling you, if you guys are OG Kush fans, which is, I mean, if you sit here and tell me that you don't like OG Kush, something is wrong with you, fam. Like, it's on everybody's list, It's just that good of a strain. It's shit. There's so many different varieties, too. I done had so many OGs, OG Kush combinations, crosses and shit. Like, I done had so many of them. But the one thing I gotta say is that they all slap. I have not had one OG nothing that was not good weed, you know? And it just depends on what it's crossed with. That makes it even that much better. Like as of now, like my top three would definitely have to be the Rami line, the Master Kush, and the Platinum OG. The Platinum OG was crazy, fam. And that shit was like I got such a dope deal on that shit, and it was from Glass, a company called Glass House, and that shit was fire. Good quality bud, nice fat nugs, like fluffy too. Ugh, that shit was good, man. So definitely my top three right now. But that's not even like because I didn't had some shit before too that was fire. So it's like it's just those are like the most recent ones I should say that are on my top. So yeah, man. I just try to spread knowledge. I like to put you guys on to the shit that I'm on, and I'm never trying to like put extras on nothing. I'm never trying to like make it seem like I'm smoking some good weed when I really don't got it. I smoke good quality buds. I'm a very seasoned smoker in the game, so I know what to look for and what not to look for. And there's a stigma, you know, that if you don't spend top dollar for your weed, you're not smoking good weed. Like, that's bullshit, fam. People are gonna pay exotic prices for the fancier shit, which is not even that. If anything, you're getting some shit that's just more fresh, better quality weed. You know what I'm saying? So people need to quit it with the whole like, man, if you're paying like $50 for a half ounce, that shit gotta be dry. Like, no, fam. I done showed you guys plenty of times, and if it was bad weed, why would it just don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's people out there that like to like, you know, bullshit and front, but I'm not one of them dudes. Cause it's like it's not benefiting me to lie to you. I'm the one smoking the weed. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like funny. It's just funny to think about that people will be on here trying to front like something is good and it's not. I'll tell you guys, and like I've had occasions where the weed was a little too dry, and I'll tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody keeps it real, it's GC, man. You could definitely take my word. And when I tell you guys I got some good weed, man, I'm just trying to put you guys on. Cause there's so many strains out there, fam. It's hard to relate when it's a strain that you never had before. So all you can do is just keep like a note, you know, keep a note of it in the back of your mind. And next time you come across that strain that you remember hearing good shit about, you'll try it, and then you take it from there. You'll be the judge. And then it just depends on how you like to get high. Like some people smoke because they can't sleep, or some people smoke because they're in pain, or some people smoke just because they like to be high. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that smoke for like more of like a appetite stimulus, or like like if you're not too social, it helps you be a little bit more at ease, relaxed. If you're a tense person, um, the part that trips me out is the people that are like grown adults. You know what I'm saying? And you tell me that weed gives you anxiety? Like, come on, fam. That's bullshit. I feel like if you're smoking weed and you're anxious about some shit, it's because it's some shit that you just, you know, it's some shit that you just need to take care of. It don't got nothing to do with the weed. Maybe the weed is just helping you think a little bit more about it, and how to try to help you figure out a way how to get by the shit or something. But I don't feel a lick of anxiety when I smoke, or paranoia, or anything like that, fam. Because I'm not a child anymore. When I used to get them feelings, it was when I was trying to be on the low and trying to like keep the smoking thing, a secret. And I didn't want people in my business, especially like, when you're living at home with your parents and shit. You don't want to hear what they got to say, so you try to be like, you feel like you're gonna get caught or some shit. But what the fuck? I'm grown. I'm an adult, smoking on my at my own house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand people that feel that shit. I'm like, you were paranoid before you started smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So some people are just more like, how can I say it without being like offensive? You know what I'm saying? Like some people are just dramatic. Some people are real fucking dramatic and like to play the victim role. You know what I mean? So yeah, they read about some kind of syndrome and they're like, oh, that's me right there. Like I must suffer from this syndrome because that is like exactly how I like. No, get the fuck out of here. I don't know, man. Some people are just built different, you know, and that's what you gotta learn. As you get older, you just learn people are just different, fam. Like they're never gonna be you. You gotta stop expecting people to be like you, do things how you do, speak to you like how you speak to people and shit like that. You know, you can't expect much from people because a lot of times people are just gonna disappoint you. You know, all you can do is just control how you are, treat people how you want to be treated, and that's it. And if they don't, then you just don't fuck with them. You know. Life is too short to be like feeding into like negative people or trying to impress people and shit like that, you know. Just be happy amongst yourself, you know. Like with the whole material things, like, you know, like people take having nice shit as like an accomplishment of living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Material shit don't got shit to do with your happiness. You know what I mean? It'll help, you know, please believe me, it'll help, you know, to be able to do things and experience things that not a lot of other people can, you know. But that don't mean just because you done spent a few thousand to do some shit or to go somewhere that you're living a better life than people. Just your priorities are different. You know, your circumstances are different. You know, some people ain't. You know, let's just say more, some people are just more blessed than others. You know, and a lot of times those people are not quite humble. You know, they feel a little entitled, if you will, sometimes. You know, people that are accomplished can be a little snobby at times, you know, a little stuck up, if you will. But yeah, man, like all the social media shit, people are just showing you glimpses of like all the good shit or all the cool shit they're doing, you know. People are never really sharing their problems or their struggles. So we can't let that shit like just because this person's like on an island, you know, sipping juice out of a coconut with a little umbrella on it, laid out on the beach and shit. That doesn't mean that they're living a better life than you, fam. You know what I'm saying? They're just outside in another, you know, another place. And yeah, you just gotta look at life like that, fam. It's not about what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's who you do it with. You know what I'm? Does that make sense? But yeah, man, people like, especially all the ones that are like born with, you know, a silver spoon. Fucking, you grow up in a better situation than most people. You know, and those tend to be like some of the most arrogant people. You know. You know, but and then you got some people that just are cool. You got people that are doing well for themselves, and they, you know, they give to other people, and they, you know, donate and shit like that. That's cool. That's good for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, stop thinking that you're not doing good just because other people are doing different things than you are, or have better things than you have. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that has that fucking nice Ferrari and shit, that BMW, that fucking Maybach, you know what I'm saying? All them nice luxurious cars. They're making payments on that shit. And it's cool if you got your fucking 2010, you know what I'm saying? Got some bumps and bruises on it. You know, the paint might be fading a little bit, but your shit is paid off, fam. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets you from A, B, and to C. You know, so it's like just because the car is nicer than yours, that doesn't mean that person is doing better. Their priority is different. You know, they'd rather like make these fat payments for this nice ass car every month than to fucking have a regular car and have that shit paid off. You know, it's just preference for people. You know what I mean? So you gotta just look at it like that, man. These people that live in these $1 million homes and shit, fucking mortgage is like $10,000 a month and shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that they're living better than you. I mean, yeah, it's nicer, it's cool and all that, but it takes you know how much fucking hard-earned money goes behind that shit. Just to live in it, fam. Just to live in that motherfucker is like $10,000. You know. Yeah. And then you got the people that spend thousands of dollars on their shoes and shit. You know what I mean? And that's cool too. You got a whole lot of sneakerheads out there. You know, I do like a nice pair of shoes on my feet, but I'm not dropping no thousands. I'm not spending a G. I'm not even spending half of that on no pair of shoes. Fuck that. You know? So you could just walk on the ground with them. You know? Shit. Mm. I mean, I get it if you're like a collector and you plan to like, you know, flip them and sell them one day once they're worth like a certain amount of money and shit. But why are you gonna drop that much money on some shoes that you're gonna put on your feet and fucking walk in the dirt? Well, you know, you better put some fucking plastic bags over them, some shit like a real one. Yeah, man. People just prioritize themselves, you know, different ways. You know, a lot of times when people are with all this fancy shit, those are the ones that you can tell really didn't ever have anything growing up. And that's like validation for them to have nice things, to be financially fucking choked up, you know? Like, that just makes people feel more, you know, accomplished in life. And that's cool, fam. But not me, you know? Not me. I'm sorry, but like the most I ever spent on shoes was like maybe almost 200. That is the max, fam. I'm never anything more than that was a lot. Anything more than that, fam, is just ridiculous. You know, shit. I'm gonna keep that real 100. It was these fucking Jordans that came out, and it was like a Derek Jeter collab. I forget what the shoe was called, man. I was like a sophomore maybe in high school. Went to LA to go get a pair of shoes from this one shop. My mom was with this dude that was a real like sneakerhead, and he gave me a pair of these original Bapes. You guys remember the Bapes, the bathing ape shoes? But the legit ones, man, I still got them bitches too. They're like white, like a patent white with like a purple. I'd have to show you, but I never wore them a day in my life. But I still got them, you know. But he was always into shit like that, so he took me to go get a pair one time. But yeah, and just stop comparing yourselves to people, fam. People do different things with their life, and that doesn't mean that they're making better decisions than you. That's just, preference for them. The important thing is peace amongst yourself, peace in your home, peace in your family, good bonds with, good bonds with the people that you care about the most, you know? And as long as you got a fucking roof over your head, transportation to get you where you need to go to take care of your shit, and you got your health, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that. And on that note, I'm out of here because we are done with both of those blunts, and I feel wrecked. So have a good night, family.